Hi everybody, it's Kev here. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. This is a space where we talk about all things in the personal development field, from the Stoics and the Stoic philosophy to getting out of your comfort zone and living your life at an inspired, optimum level. We have guests who will inspire you with their stories of healing and courage and how they now inspire others. So please subscribe to my podcast and share any episodes that resonate with you with family and friends. And please support those who support us. Immune support is a supplement that really helps your immune system stay healthy during these chaotic times we live in. And Proven is quite possibly one of the world's very best natural weight loss supplements. The links to these beautiful life-enhancing supplements are below in the show notes. For now, let's go inside.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Inspired Healing Podcast. This is Kev. And today I want to speak to you about a Marcus Aurelius quote, one that I can very much relate to myself. And I'll tell you a little story about myself and how I relate to this particular quote. But I'll tell you the quote first, and that is, if you want to know why all this running away cannot help you, the answer is simply this: you are running away in your own company. You're running away in your own company. And that's actually Seneca, not Marcus Aurelius. It's actually Seneca. I'll read that once more because it's really important. And if you want to know why all this running away cannot help you, the answer is simple. Or the answer is simply this: you are running away in your own company. So how often do we have events that occur in our life, experiences that we have, and they're not good for us? We may have done something wrong, or we may feel guilty about something, and we run away. But the thing is, wherever you go, you're there. So wherever you go, that experience is still in your mind. That whatever happened, that bad experience, whatever it may be, is still in your mind, and it's very hard to run away from. In fact, you can't run away from it. And a little story about myself. Not long after I lost my daughter Holly to SIDS, I got divorced. Not long after that, and I actually got married again a few years later. Got divorced again. It was a really horrible period of my life. And what I did was I went with my brother, who had also recently separated from his wife. We went over to Ireland because we have family over there. 6 months just to get away from it all. Spent 6 months over in Ireland. Had a great time, but I was always there, and those thoughts were always there. That period that I'd gone through, and I didn't like myself very much at that stage. And I thought, I'll go away and I'll come home and it'll all be, everything will be fixed. And then I got back and it was probably worse than when I left. And it was just a horrible time. And I learned a big lesson there myself that, you can't run away from things because they're always there. They're always going to be confronting you in your mind when you wake up in the morning, when you're lying in bed at night. Those thoughts and those experiences are all there. So the best way to deal with that is just to confront them. And I've been listening to a book when I do my runs, and I'm just trying to think of the name of it now. Something like Living the Life of a Roman Emperor. And it's about Marcus Aurelius, his life, and also the lives of other Stoics. Really great book. And one of the exercises in it is when you do have those kind of situations, those kinds of experiences, ask yourself, or first of all, find someone who you admire, who you look up to and really respect, and say to yourself, what would Marcus Aurelius do in this situation? What would Seneca do in this situation? What would one of your heroes, one of the people that you admire who have really good values, really good virtues, really good morals, what would they do in this particular situation? And that's a great way to deal with experiences that you don't like, experiences that are tough, experiences that really test you, and oftentimes you'll run away from. A great exercise is to ask yourself, and certainly for me now, after listening to this book and this exercise, I'm going to start asking myself, what would Marcus Aurelius do? After going through his life and listening to it, it's just fascinating and so inspiring. So I asked myself now, what would Marcus Aurelius do? in particular situations. And it's a great exercise to do. And it's a great exercise also to start writing down the virtues and the values of people that you admire and start trying to implement them into your life. And it's a long process, but when you actually write them down, take the time at the end of each day, say, okay, how did I handle today? What could I have done better? What would Marcus Aurelius have done in this particular situation? And it's a great way, if you do follow the Stoic philosophy, it's a great way to become more and more Stoic and follow that philosophy. So that's it for today, guys. Hope that helps in some way. I just think it's a great quote, and one that really makes us become aware that we can't run away from our problems. We have to confront them. And I'll read that once more because it's just again, all these quotes that I talk about are all very powerful. And if you want to know why all this running away cannot help you, in other words, running away from your problems is not going to help you, the answer is simply this: you are running away in your own company because you're always there. It's always in your mind. It's never going to leave you until you confront it and resolve it. So I really love that. Keep asking yourself, what would your role model do? What would your mentor do in particular situations? Thanks for listening, guys. Really appreciate it. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
I really hope you enjoyed today's podcast. If you did, please subscribe and leave a review. That really helps us and is very much appreciated. And also please share it with your family and friends. You can join us inside the 123 Meditation Club, where we do 5 live meditations a week. The link to the club is down below. And we all need the immune support supplement during these crazy, chaotic times to stay healthy and keep COVID at bay. And Proven is quite possibly one of the world's very best natural weight loss supplements. All the links are down below. Thanks for listening.